Hello, I'm Gerald from Steambow, and this is the English version of our M10 video, which we launched a couple of days ago. As usual with our videos, they are pretty spontaneous, so we don't have their big preparation for it. So it could be that there are slight differences in the content of this video to our German version. But as we will make a lot of videos about our new M10 in the next couple of weeks and months, I guess in the end you will get all the information that also our German audiences get. But could be that there are slight differences. Let's start with our M10 Upper. The reason for this video is that we are now accepting pre-orders for this product. What the Upper is, I will tell you in the next couple of minutes. But go to our shop, see for yourself. We have a bundle for all of those that make a pre-order now. And when you pre-order here in our web shop, or in the beginning now, you are guaranteed to be one of the first to get an M10 crossbow in your hands. Perhaps let's start with our upper concept, lower upper concept. What does that mean? We are taking that from the AR-15 world, where it's also separated into a lower and the upper part. For us, the separation line is the rail. So everything below the rail is for us considered to be the lower of our products, and everything above the rail, for example here the M10 Upper, this is the upper. And of course you can combine all our uppers with all our lowers. And for example in this case you have a compact M10 compact, and I think it looks pretty awesome. One-handed, exchangeable magazine crossbow. So our lower upper system allows you a lot of flexibility. If you take a tactical lower, you get an M10 tactical. So this is how our modular concept works. And at the moment we have the AR-6 Upper and we have the M10 Upper. The AR-6 is available in a polymer version and in the super high-end CNC machined aluminum version, and the M10 at the moment is available in a polymer. When I'm talking about polymer, I mean the same kind of polymer that's used as in the weapons industry, for example by the company Glock for their pistols. And it's a very, very tough, very hard also polymer that's able to withstand a lot of punishment. It works in a wide temperature range, going really to below freezing temperatures and going up to all the temperatures that you can experience in a vehicle in the desert, in the sun. So these products work under all conditions and are very, very robust. That's also very important for us. So when you have the AR-6, which is our current top-notch repeating crossbow, you have a very, very practical platform. You have a repeating crossbow that's super lightweight, very easy to aim, very quick to get into your target. So target acquisition is something that we put a lot of effort and focus on. And you have a product that works all of the time. So reliability was very, very important for us when we developed the AR-6. You have a magazine single stack, and you can fit all kinds of arrows into that. We offer wide range, going from typical target arrows with a field tip to deadly hunting arrows with a broadhead. So you have a lot of options. And the AR-6 also has the reputation of whatever you can fit into the magazine well, and of course that can pass the muzzle, can be shot and reliably shot by the Stinger. And for example, there was a German YouTuber, Malte, and he shot steel nails with it. So there is really a lot of options. And it has a very good reputation. It's now on the market for 3 years. And if you own something like that, you have an awesome repeating crossbow in your hands. What was the reason for us to further develop it? Especially as in some videos I already talked that for the typical tactical situations. So if you use it for defense, for example home defense in dangerous countries like South Africa, this is really something that's happening at the moment. And in these scenarios, in a typical home defense scenario, you won't need a lot of arrows. Usually it's just the brandishing of the weapon that diffuses the situation. If it's not enough, you might have the time to put off 1 or 2 shots. That's it. And then either the situation has somewhat resolved or you have a huge problem. So for a typical tactical situation, also for hunting, you don't need a lot of arrows. A magazine containing 6 arrows, like on the AR-6, offers plenty, and also some kind of room for arrows, so you have spares. should be great, right? Yeah, but there is one thing. If you use the Stinger for training, and that's one of the strong sides of our Stinger platform, that's an awesome training platform. You run into a situation where you have a lot of fun with it, and then after 6 shots it's over. And a lot of the feedback, especially from professional shooters like military guys, policemen and so on, that took our crossbows into their hands, the verdict was, it's awesome, it's fun, it's great, and the fun is so short. That was for us the main reason to develop the M10, so that you can continue the fun. You now have detachable box magazines. Each of them fits 10 arrows, and mag change is super quick. And yeah, I would say let's first convert our AR6 into an M10, and then let's go over the features of the M10. So, conversion of an AR6 to an M10 is very straightforward and easy. Here on my version I have a thumb screw in the back, which is optional. Which makes it very easy to open the magazine in the back. And this is very helpful if you have already our limp quick takedown system installed. In this case you can just take out the limbs, which is very, very practical. And here in the front you need something to hold the nut. For example, our multi-tool, which is a nice Kubotan style multi-tool. You just hold and fixate the nut, and then use an Allen key to open up the screw, and then you have taken off the AR6. This is the AR6 Upper, and this is the M10 Upper, and all I have to do is now put that on. Before I'm able to do that, because there is a nice feature on the M10 Upper, which I will talk shortly, the AR15 takedown pin, I need to install a small block in the back. This block is supplied with the M10 Upper. Also, one important thing, here in this case I have this tactical lower already opened up for a limp quick takedown system. So you can just install the limp very easily. I also have here a lower without this quick takedown system, so with a closed frame. This is perfectly fine, and this works like a charm with the M10. And for a lot of applications you don't have any good reason to take out the limbs. Yeah? For example, if I'm only using it at home, yeah, to learn to teach my boy shooting, for example, yeah, I don't need an open frame. It will always stay in our hobby room. It will be there in the storage closet, and when I take it out I want to shoot with it. So there is no need to exchange. Or if I have it for home defense, yeah, then I would have my limbs that I train with, that are suitable from the power level for the application I have in mind. I have the magazine preloaded, I have it in my closet, I take it out, I want to be ready to shoot immediately. So for a lot of applications you don't need a quick takedown system. And if you want to have it, we have made a video where we show how easy it is to convert your closed frame AR series lower to an open frame. So that's absolutely just half an hour of work if you want to do it really thoroughly and really nice. And if you want to do it quick and dirty like I doing it in the video, you will see it's just about 10 minutes of work. So with that out of the way, the M10 Upper fits to all of our lowers. That means the survival, the compact, the tactical models on all kind of frames, be it open frame or closed frame. And we will also bring a video in the next couple of weeks where we show how it works with a Stinger 1, or if it works with a Stinger 1. Coming back to the aluminum block, yeah, you just screw it on here in the back using the supplied Allen key. And that's the whole operation. Yeah? Now I have to put on the M10 Upper, install the screw, install the nut, and that's the whole conversion process. Yeah? So I have the M10 Upper now. I can install the limp, and I can put in the AR15 takedown pin. This is the whole process of converting an AR6 to an M10. And in case you don't already own a Stinger and you don't have an AR series crossbow to convert to, we at the moment offer our closed frame Stinger at a very favorable price. So just go into our web shop And there is one awesome thing. If you now buy an AR6, you can train with it. You can train yourself in the ergonomics, in the cocking motion, and in the shooting skills. And then when you change to the M10 Upper, all you have to do is add the mag change to your training regime, and you are up to the task. So that's one of the big advantages of our platform concept, that all the training that you invest into it will stay relevant. It's not so that every 2 or 3 years, when a new crossbow comes to the market, that you have to completely relearn all of the ergonomics. In our case, we will make sure that what you have trained stays relevant. And we have a product that's very practical and designed by experts in the field. So, regardless if you converted your existing AR6 to an M10 or if you bought it already installed as an M10, it makes no difference. You now end up with this crossbow. And I would say let's go over it, and let's talk about all of the features in detail. Beginning in the back, we have our standard lower. That means you have an AR-15 style buttstock with a standard buffer tube, so you can install any kind of buffer tubes that you want. We chose a commercial spec buffer tube, but if you want a buttstock that's only available in mil spec, you can exchange the buffer tube. The thread for the buffer tube is standard, so you can fit any kinds of buffer tubes, even a short one or some kind of minimalistic buttstock. Everything is possible here in the back. And we are also at the moment developing a new buttstock, so stay tuned in our channel. We will offer this as a replacement part or as an upgrade part in the future. The first thing that is M10 specific is this aforementioned AR-15 quick takedown pin. So limb exchange is very easy. You pull out the pin, you can rotate up the magazine upwards, then you can take out the bow. You can now exchange the bow to any of our bows. We have 6 different limb strengths in our portfolio, ranging from 35 pounds, which is awesome just for shooting training and indoor use and just for fun, going up to 150 pounds with our hunting limbs, and they offer serious power. Then you are in a power level where this is a very, very deadly and dangerous crossbow. So whatever your application needs, we offer the right power level for it, and all you have to do to exchange the limb is open up the pin, take out the old one, put in the new one, swivel downwards, push in the pin, and you're ready to go. So that's an awesome feature. It replaces the thumb screw in the back. It's just a quality of life feature, but I think it's something that's really nice, especially if you want to bring your crossbow into operation quickly. Speaking of putting it quickly into operation, also handy is a quick detach sling mounting point. We have one here. On our new buttstock, we will also have one here. So you have the option of quickly attach and detach a sling, which could be very nice for some applications. And as a first time in our AR series line, no, sorry, I have to correct myself, the Survival already had that, we have a manual safety in the product. In this case, we have it especially for shooting sports, because we have the philosophy that the best safety is between your ears. So if you have your finger straight, if you take care that your crossbow never points to anything that you don't want to destroy, if you make sure that you decock whenever you don't want to use your AR6, you have a super, super safe crossbow with it. Like a clock pistol, it works. You have just to be very disciplined. With the M10, because it is a sports, it should also be used in competitive shooting sports. We wanted to have a system that would allow that. For example, if there is a reason because of the regulations of the shooting sport, you have the option to. So you have a true safety. That means it's not only a safety that somewhat blockades the trigger. It's a true safety that completely prevents accidental discharges because the string is locked in the groove and can't come out until you disengage the safety by pulling it back, which can also be done one-handed, of course. So we made sure that you can operate the safety both-handed, left and right-handed. Everything on this crossbow is ambidextrous, so don't worry there. We took care of that. That's one very important feature, the manual safety. Also here in the back is one last feature, that is a exchangeable rear sight. We will offer different options here in the future, and also this allows you, of course, if you have a 3D printer, that you can design your own style of sights for the crossbow. This comes especially in handy as the front unit is also replaceable. We'll talk about it in a second. But keep in mind, you can completely exchange the front and the rear side and front side, of course. So this is one feature. Then I would say the main feature is the magazine itself. We designed it also in a two-handed operation in mind. So if you're a right-handed shooter, you just take out the magazine like so. And if you have a spare magazine on you, you just insert it, yeah, slap on it, and you're ready to go. Also, in left-handed operation, yeah, you just take it out and take it in, take it out, take it in. So this works with both hands. This is absolutely ambidextrous and something that you will enjoy, not only if you're a left-handed shooter, but it could be also a reason of eye dominance, that you want to have a left-handed shooting stance, or if you use it for defensive applications, it could be regarding how you enter a room, which kind of shooting stance you want. Good, last but not least, one feature in the front that we are really proud of is the exchangeable front unit. So this front part can slide off. Yeah. It will be supplied with one of those units. This unit contains a fiber optic front post. So now you have a real, true iron sight style sighting option with the rear sight and the front sight. On the AR6, you more have like a quick acquisition sight, like a shotgun sight style with just a rail and then the front post, which is good for quick shooting on very short distances, but really hinders you if you want some kind of precision shooting. The new front unit has that, and it comes also supplied with 2 Picatinny rails on the sides. So if you want to install a weapon slide, you can do that. If you want to install a laser unit, you can do that. Whatever, rangefinder, some kind of lever, whatever works for you, and of course whatever is legal in your country, because of course all of these weapon accessories could be under some kind of regulations. For example, we know about Germany, their weapon slide, tactical flashlights on a weapon seem to be an issue. So keep that in mind when you kit out your crossbow. We offer a lot of stuff. Most of the products that we offer will be legal in your country. But it could be that it's illegal to put it onto your crossbow, so keep that in mind. When you take off the front unit, not only does that allow us to offer different front units in the future, for example, we're working on a tactical front unit with a red laser sight in it and a quick detach system, and we're also working on a scope rail that will then allow you to use a scope on your M10. But if you take off the front unit, you also have a new Picatinny rail that's much lower. And that's awesome to get your red dot sight. Here I have a holosun down and get the sighting rail down. When I install this here in the front, you see that I have a really low line of sight, and this makes it very comfortable, even without the cheek rest, to put my eye behind the red dot and get a good target picture. Yeah? If I now use, for example, a buttstock with a cheek rest, I can perfectly adjust that to have absolute best ergonomics possible. So this front unit allows you options and allows you to have a very, very low sighting line, and I think that's very good and very important for quick target acquisition that you need on defense applications, and of course that you need for competitive shooting sports. When I'm talking about competitive shooting sports, I'm specifically meaning dynamic crossbow shooting. And for me, dynamic crossbow shooting is a new and emerging sport that's really tough on the material, tough on the athletes, because you have obstacle course where you have to go over and under obstacles with your crossbow on you, and then you have shooting stages like an IPSC shooting where you have different targets with different shooting stances that you have to take. And then, of course, whoever manages to take this course in the quickest time is the winner. So you have action, you have running, you have jumping, you have shooting, and I think it's a very interesting sport because it's like biathlon, a trade-off between just powering out on the running and obstacles course, and then finding the inner peace to have good shooting scores on the shooting stages. And I think this offers also mind games. Yeah, you have to trade off. How much do you want to invest into all of the parts of the competition? And I think because repeating crossbows don't make a lot of muzzle report and don't have a muzzle blast, you don't need hearing protection, so you can also put the audience pretty close to the action. It's very easy to make something safe if you use blunt arrows, so you don't have a lot of danger involved, like with with real firearms. And I think the combination of action and safety and convenience could make dynamic crossbow shooting really popular, especially with young shooters. And we hope that with this kind of sports, we can attract a lot of young people to the shooting sports and offer a cool, absolute cool new sport to compete and to have fun with. And for exactly these kind of competitions, we have developed the M10. And if you're not a target shooter, next best application is training for real firearms. The Stinger series, the AR series crossbows are awesome for training because they are very easy to take with you, very easy to take down and have on you. You can train with a repeating crossbow everywhere, basically. Yeah, in Austria, for example, if you have a huge garden, if you have a backyard where you have some kind of backstop, you can safely shoot. And you can do that without annoying the neighbors, without being under stress because of the noise yourself. Yeah, shooting indoors, the firearm is also very, very stressful. And all the skills that you need for firearms shooting, you also need for this repeating crossbow. Trigger discipline, even more so because it's a super lightweight platform and every small trigger mistake is immediately visible in the target picture. Yeah? And you have a relatively slow projectile compared to a bullet from a rifle. So there is a lot of time to make mistakes. And you need to have a good follow through so that you don't give the arrow a little shake when it's leaving the rail. And in combination, the lightweight, the heavy trigger pull in comparison to a match pistol, for example, and the specialities of the projectile makes it an awesome training platform. And the M10 allows you now, for example, indoors or somewhere in your garden to train tactical shooting, and then when you want to switch to your AR-15, you can use the same magazine pouches, because this is one feature we have not talked about and it's very important. We developed our magazines with an AR-15 magazine in mind. So here I have an AR-15 magazine, 30 round magazine, and when you compare that to our M10 magazine, you will find that they are very similar in shape. Yeah? The M10 magazine is even a little bit smaller, so most of the mag pouches that you find on the market for AR-15 M4 magazines will also fit our M10 magazine. Yeah? And then you can convert your tactical vests you can attach these Molly system mag pouches to your tactical vest. And when you train for your M10, you automatically also train for your AR-15. You have the magazines at the same place and you can put this mag change or mag finding on your vest finding routine into your training regime. And we think this is a very important feature of these magazines, make it especially interesting for training and target shooting. For other applications, you also have a lot of advantages. For example, if you have your AR-6 mainly as a fun toy at home, but also have the defensive application in mind, on the M10 you have one magazine, for example I have it here, where you have broadheads in it, that you have loaded to the brim with razor sharp arrows. You can keep that in your storage room. And whenever you want to go from target shooting to defensive application, you just take out the magazine that's in the crossbow, take the one with the broadheads, and you're ready to go. And you have reloaded, and in this case, loaded the crossbow with broadheads in 1 second. So regardless of your application, having detachable box magazines is a big advantage from our point of view. It adds a little bit to the complexity of the crossbow. But as we are doing it really slowly, improving on the design, and also if we find some room of improvement, we don't hesitate to rework our current and existing products. So this matured over the last 3 years into a really reliable and proven platform, and we are sure with the M10 Upper we enhance that. Yeah? And regardless of your application, you will find one of the features to be really helpful in your application. And here on this channel and on our website, we also offer a lot of further information. On our website, we have one page dedicated to our upper system, where we explain in detail what we mean with AR6 and M10 Upper and so on. And then we have one page dedicated to the M10 itself with all the features in close-up shots and so on, and a lot of further information. And here in this channel, we will make videos how to use the crossbow, how to convert it or how to improve it, upgrade it to your specific application, and what kind of accessories and options we offer for this platform. So please stay tuned. Subscribe to this channel if you don't already have that. I've done that already, and yeah, now I wish you much fun with our new product. And if you have any questions, please contact our customer service. We're happy to help you, and I wish you now safe shooting and a good time. Goodbye.